Hi, Miss. Good afternoon. So today I'm gonna present you about my presentation. Is it will more people travel in their own country in the future? Future. So many people like traveling. People usually choose their destination in their own country. And then I agree that in the future, most people will choose their own country for their holiday. Let me explain why. Firstly, it is easier and cheaper. Traveling in our country is easier and cheaper because going abroad is requires passport and then more money. And also, um, things things abroad is more expensive, especially for Indonesian. And then not everyone is rich. Secondly, we can learn about our local culture. Travel locally is more meaningful. We can learn about our culture. No need to go abroad to find beautiful places. For example, Bali is one of the most beautiful places in Indonesia. And then learning about our local culture can preserve our cultural identity. Um, as globalization grows, local culture risks being forgotten. So, learning about our local culture can help preserve traditional language and then the history and also the cultures for the future generation. Conclusion. Traveling in our country offers many great benefits. It is often cheaper, easier, and less stressful, especially for people who may not have much money and also strong English skill. And also, local travel gives us the chance to discover the beauty, history, and then the culture in our homeland. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Oh, you have very good reason. Okay, because you just agree, so let me come for disagree. Right. So I disagree with this statement that the point is to tell us to have a holiday or traveling in our country and not in abroad. So for me, there are some reasons why I disagree with the statement. First of all, it is because of actually, if you go abroad, you can find something that you cannot find in Indonesia. Experience and new culture. When you talk about the culture, in Indonesia, the culture it looks the same. When you go to Java Island, they have traditions, and you have got it in the school also. And you can just try to know it by yourself. That's right. If you go there, it's quite cheaper and easier because you are local people. So you don't need to have hard administration. But another thing, for local people like us, come on, even the nature in Indonesia look the same. You go to Papua, you can find it also in Special Island. You go to Kalimantan, you can find it also in Sumatra Island. So it's just the same. If you just go in Indonesia only. But if you go to abroad, let's say in China, Japan, and then also in Europe and other country, if you talk about the history, you will find more on the history. Example like people like me. I have known the history in Indonesia. I have known all nature in Indonesia. I have known also the tradition and culture in Indonesia. If let's say I visit it again and then I see it again the same thing, come on, it will be boring. So of course I will go to abroad to find something new and new experience, new knowledge, new culture that I haven't known yet. I can learn there. Second reason, if you talk about traveling and you said it's cheaper, right? Come on. Do you know the name of the tour guide? Traveling agent? There's so many. They will provide you maybe a week or 2 weeks or several weeks even with quite cheaper price. And it's not that pricey. You will have a facility, they will give you tour guide. If you are afraid of your English, their English, they can speak sometimes they can speak more than 5 languages. So you don't need to be afraid of that. Because your tour guide can help you to go to another country and they will accompany you everywhere. They will tell you everything. And then if you tell about like, but still you don't know about the place. Of course, if you use the surveys and then you use the travel agent, they will give you really good surveys. And then they will offer you also a good place. This is the place that you can visit in this country with this night, this day, and with these facilities. You just need to bring your body and it may be a little bit money to go there. If you say you want to choose, it's kind of expensive thing. You said no, it's not too expensive to buy anything in that country. You can choose the country that can give you quite cheaper price. Let's say like Thailand. Come on, it's cheap. And then also, if you go to China, it's not that expensive as long as you can speak Mandarin. And they said, oh, I cannot speak Mandarin. We have a tour guide. Our tour guide can help us to get the cheap thing. And then the third one, if you just focus on Indonesia, you need to open your eyes for the world. If you go traveling around the world or go to another country, you can try to build up your business by seeing, oh wow, in this country it's so modern. Example like fashion. You cannot find fashion things in China, in Indonesia, right? Let's say you go to Korea, they are really fashionable. But in Indonesia, different. Maybe you can do a business about this by seeing, or in China, like this one location. I think it's suitable if I bring it to Indonesia. That one another advantages from traveling abroad. So let's say if you go to Indonesia, oh come on, if not in a big city, you will not that fashionable. You don't know about fashion. Let's say in Bangkok, do we have mall, big mall? No, right? Yeah, at least we just have Ramayana there. It's quite nice, right? But if you go to Jakarta, Bandung, Semarang, Surabaya, there are a lot of big mall there, super mall. Even if you go to Jogja, there are a lot of super mall there. Now, if you ask how about the brand, how about the fashion, of course, it will be fashionable also. But Indonesia is like it's hard to find fashion, but if in China, in Thailand, even in suburb, they know fashion. Like Singapore, Malaysia also. That's the reason why I choose like this city for this one. So you need to have a traveling abroad also to realize the world. If you just stay in Indonesia, it's like saying that you just stay in one place and you don't do anything. That's for me. Do you?
Um, Telling about the business thing, the like we can like use Indonesian culture to make souvenir things like and then sell it to the to abroad. And then we can also make money from that. So Indonesian culture be the inspiration for the stuff. And then um,
Just try. You agree, right, to have this traveling in Indonesia, let's say, in their own country.
um, traveling abroad.
No, traveling abroad, what?
Yeah, traveling abroad. I think that is more expensive. Like you said, if you don't know English that much, we
We
can.
have the tour guide.
Yeah, we have tour guide, but we have to pay more for the tour guide.
No, if you use travel agents, they will provide you some. They will offer you. Let's say you want to have 1 week holiday. Okay, they will tell you. Okay, we provide this price for 6 days, 7 nights. Let's say in China, and you will get the accommodations like hotel, transportation, and this is the seven places that you will visit, or maybe this is the list of the place that you will visit. And of course, our tour guide will accompany you everywhere. And when you want to buy something also, maybe you want to go to shopping, we can help you. And this is the price that you need to pay. And then I think you don't have to pay more if you travel agent. You use travel agent. If you go alone with your own money, it will be so expensive. So I think if you want to go traveling abroad, you need to first save money and then you need to choose travel agent to make sure you can enjoy your traveling. Or maybe if you want to do the individual traveling, you can become backpacker. A backpacker look at someone who do the traveling, and sometimes most of them they use small budget. It's not that expensive. You need to be smart to just do it. Come on, there are many ways to go to Rome.
Uh, um,
Yeah.
and then
Done.
mm,
Try more. If let's say you learn about Taj Mahal, right? There's travel agent. If you want to go to Taj Mahal, I mean India, whatever Taj Mahal, the place that you can visit, they will provide you also the tour guide that they speak English and originally from India. So they can speak in Indian language, Urdu or something else, and they also can speak English.
mm-mm.
You don't have to be afraid of that. And then you're gonna enjoy your way when you go to Taj Mahal. You cannot find Taj Mahal in Indonesia, right? Is there Taj Mahal in Indonesia?
No.
Taj Mahal is not mosque.
Yes.
Nah, you just can find it in India. So if you say, oh, Taj Mahal is so good, but there's no in Indonesia. I want to have a travel in Indonesia, but there's no Taj Mahal. Come on, you need to go to abroad, of course, to find something else that is. Like Eiffel Tower, you cannot find it in Indonesia. You just can find it in France, Paris, right?
Mm. Uh, and then is there any Candi Borobudur in abroad?
I will tell you, there is one temple that exactly almost the same like Prambanan temple. You know what is it?
Where?
In Vietnam.
Mm.
The name is Angkor Wat. You can see from the Google, it exactly says like Prambanan temple.
Mm.
So it means there is there. If you talk about Borobudur temple, come on, there's so many Borobudur temple types in this world. Example, you can go to Egypt to see pyramid. Or maybe you can go to Peru to see Inca. There is a not pyramid, but almost same like a temple. The function is same for worship. You know, worship, ibadah,
Uh-uh.
but just different religion. If for example for what religion?
Buddhist.
Buddhist. And this shrine, this temple for Maya tribe, suku Maya,
A bit.
for them to pray there. Two face Ra. You know Ra? The sun deities, Dewa Matahari. Do you know? I haven't visited that place yet. But of course I know it. Because I have a plan maybe one day I will go there for the history track journey.
Hmm.
Can you find Apple Tower in Indonesia?
No.
Right? You cannot find Apple Tower in Indonesia. And then you cannot find Taj Mahal also except maybe you can see mosque. And then it's like, can you find the Great Wall from China in Indonesia?
Oh no.
It's not right. If you want to know it, if you want to see it, you need to go to that country.
Um.
What else? So if you want to have a traveling abroad or just in Indonesia?
In Indonesia. Because it is cheaper.
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah. And then I don't need to make passport for going to abroad. And then there is no like bea cukai like that.
If you don't bring the too much stuff, you don't need to pay for the card
Mm.
if you go abroad. Because there is the standard to have the stuff when you go abroad. Of course, the administration things it's quite complicated because you go to another country. This is not your country with different time, different culture, and different many things. And different government also, and with different rules and regulations.
Yes. Um.
That
uh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, I think that's all. Thank you.